You could.
I'm just saying.
Three flavor changeling.
So, kind of still like a mimic, but not. What if the carousel was a rover?
Oh, red rovers.
Yes.
Okay, we have a lot. I don't think we're going to get through all of this tonight, but it's going to depend on what the party does. But we do have our options, and I like options a lot. So we're going to start wrapping up because we're going to get kicked out of here very shortly. So let's wrap this all together. So as an ideal, from point A to point B, guiding the party through the adventure, we have them arriving at the carnival. They can then choose to interact with things, or they can just gun straight to the end. We have a couple of reasons why they may want to be involved. Lots of things for them to do, lots of things for them to see. Then they get to the actual carnival itself. They can watch the show, they can interact and involve themselves in the show. What we don't really have at this point is the ending, the escape. Because once they have the Sphinx, they're going to be wanting to leave. Now, we can definitely throw a lot of these encounters at them as they're leaving. I think like the statues, the gargoyle statues would be perfect for that. But for the finale of the actual thing, because we know the Sphinx is actually the one in charge of the whole ordeal. So, what is our ending? How do things wrap up? Yeah, well, I think it would reveal itself as actually being a false Hydra, and then they have to escape as everything, the whole illusion starts crashing down around them, and they have to get out. Yeah.
If they dispel the magic of the Urad that's trapping the unicorn can help them escape.
100%. I think they can get a lot of allies that can help them. So the more allies they have, the easier they have of escaping, because you can describe, oh, you see so and so going off and fighting off a horde of angry clowns as you are able to continue on and
So definitely reward.
Yeah.
So definitely reward for, again, people who do engage.
Exactly.
And such is great.
Sewer escape. Sewer escape.
It's not as important.
Let's go down here, Billy. We'll be fine.
We all float down here.
Well, if the Sphinx contains a leader, is that one of the mind swapped animals? Because my question of where's Mama? Maybe Mama is also trying to find her kitten because this person who's doing the mind swap took over her kitten's body, and she is also there to help, and you have to either get her on her side or she is.
Okay. So we could do this because we have this idea that Mr. Pickles, who run the Ringmaster, is no longer him. He is sort of like a vestige of the Sphinx, and Mr. Pickles is actually a sentient pickle. So we could say that in actuality, you got to get the pickle. That's actually the mind of the Sphinx. We could do that. So there is an idea there. That might be a little too esoteric for the players to pick up on, but we can certainly have that idea.
I like the idea of the mom actually owning like the original like rival circus, and then it's just like the kid has like ran away to start their own circus, and they just never made it back home.
Bumper car escape!
You get inspiration.
Oh yeah, freeing all the animals would be a great distraction.
I also love the idea, again, don't quite have enough time, but if there was a particular person you had to find, like we need the accountant to do whatever, and it's one of those animals out there, but how do you
friend the Minions, or this is a very short
But
adventure.
it could be a control. It could be, oh, if your dip is letting you wet, like that's what controls the mimics, or something like that, that there's a key thing that swaps the polarity of something that has been a serious threat to this point, whether it actually makes them on your side or just makes them not, you know, whoever's wearing the such and such, the mimics leave alone, would be a way to.
Okay, so we are basically at time. I think we have enough here well, we have more than enough to make a 2-hour one-shot. That's going to be fun for me later today. So like I said, we will be running this adventure later tonight at 6 o'clock, just downstairs. It will also be recorded, it will be streamed. We do have QR codes if you're interested in looking that up. I have been Devin, Keith, and Ryan. And we have nothing to do now for a while. I gotta write stuff. So if you want to hang out and just kind of chat for a bit, we'll be here for a little bit longer. But then, it might be. We may put it up on our Patreon. It's what we usually do. There will be a way to get access to the final product. 100%. All right, and yeah, that is that.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for coming.